Both Galaxy games are some of the most beloved in the Mario series, but is Mario Galaxy 1 the better game, or is it Mario Galaxy 2? Well, I'm going to put both games in a head-to-head against each other in a bunch of different categories to decide once and for all which Mario Galaxy is the best. Let me know in the comments what your favourite Mario Galaxy game is, and let's kick off this intergalactic out-of-space battle with our first category. Story. The stories in Mario games is usually nothing special. Princess Peach gets kidnapped and Mario sets out on an adventure to save her. Both Mario Galaxy games follow this same trope, but it is stepped up a notch in both games. In Galaxy 1, Mario is on his way to visit Princess Peach during the Star Festival. Bowser then shows up with a fleet of airships and a flying sorcerer. He attacks the Mushroom Kingdom, kidnaps Princess Peach, and he lifts Princess Peach's castle up into the sky and takes it to the center of the universe so that he can create a new galaxy with Peach by her side. During all of this, Mario gets knocked out and flung into space. He wakes up on a small planet where he meets a Luma, who gives Mario new powers, and he also meets Rosalina. Rosalina explains that she has a starship known as the Comet Observatory, and they can use it to go after Bowser at the center of the universe. But Bowser has captured all the power stars that power the ship and scattered them across the universe. So Mario sets out on a mission to collect the power stars and save Princess Peach. That's the main story in Galaxy 1. But new character Rosalina has a story of her own you can dive into. At various points during the game, when you visit the library, Rosalina can be found reading out loud a storybook to a group of Lumas. This storybook explains Rosalina's origins, how she found the Lumas, how the Comet Observatory became her home, and how she became a mother to the Lumas. It's a really heartwarming storybook to go through, and it provides a great backstory for Rosalina. On to Mario Galaxy 2, and the story is pretty similar to the first game. The Star Festival is taking place, Mario is on his way to visit Peach, he finds a Luma that gives him new powers again, Bowser appears and attacks the Mushroom Kingdom again, he kidnaps Peach again, and he escapes into the universe again. This time around, however, the Lumas are already here to help, and they blast Mario off into space to chase after Bowser. Mario later arrives on a starship where he meets Lubba, the captain of this ship. He offers to help Mario chase after Bowser. The starship gets transformed into the Mario starship, and then they set off to go after Bowser and save Peach. That's pretty much the story in Galaxy 2. Very similar to the first game, but arguably with less stakes, as only Peach gets kidnapped this time around. Her castle is still safe back at home at the Mushroom Kingdom. Also, there's no interesting backstory to dive into with Lubba, like there was with Rosalina in Galaxy 1. Lubba is just a very round Luma who has probably eaten too many star bits, or whatever else Lumas eat. I don't know, you tell me what this guy eats. Anyway, it's not going to surprise anyone that Galaxy 1 will be winning the story category. The stakes feel higher, Rosalina is a fan favourite new character, and she has a great backstory to read, and the ending in Galaxy 1, without spoiling it, is much more dramatic and exciting compared to Galaxy 2. You will know what I mean if you have played the game. Mario Galaxy 1 wins its first award in the story category. Galaxies. In both games, you'll be visiting different galaxies, collecting power stars to fuel up your starships. The galaxies essentially act as levels, and for this category, we are going to decide which game has the best galaxies. Starting with Galaxy 1, there's a wide range of different galaxies that all feel visually distinct and unique from each other. You will progress through each galaxy in a linear fashion, hopping from planet to planet quite quickly, but there are some open sections within these galaxies where you have a chance to explore the surrounding area. A lot of people say that the galaxies in the first game also feel a lot more atmospheric thanks to these open sections. The sheer size of these areas makes you feel like you are on a proper grand adventure. I love all the different galaxies in this game, but some of my favourites include Honey Hive Galaxy, home to the Holy Honey Queen Bee, Space Junk Galaxy, one of the most empty feeling galaxies with a bunch of random stuff everywhere, Freeze Flame Galaxy, I love the contrast between the ice and fire themes, and Toy Time Galaxy, one of the most colourful and playful galaxies in the entire universe. Moving on to the second game now, where the galaxies are a lot more linear. It's much clearer where the objective is, but there's not as many areas to explore. You can still explore and find hidden power stars within these galaxies, but the galaxies overall are much smaller in size. There tends to be only 1 or 2 power stars within each of them when compared to the first game where there was usually 2 to 4 power stars in each galaxy. Galaxy 2 does make up for this, however, with the new gameplay ideas introduced in each galaxy. Each galaxy tends to be focused around a particular gimmick. For example, you get the galaxy with the flipping panels, some focus more on a particular power-up, and one galaxy in the game plays with size. There's a ton of different ideas between the galaxies, so it feels pretty refreshing when you hop from one galaxy to the next. The difficulty curve in Mario Galaxy 2 is a lot smoother as well, where galaxies at the start feel easier and much more accessible than the first game. But it will also ramp up gradually, and by the end game, there will be galaxies harder to complete than the first game. A couple of my personal favourite galaxies in the second game include Cloudy Court Galaxy, an early sky-themed galaxy with tons of fun platforming sections throughout the air, Puzzle Plank Galaxy, which is filled with saw blades that will cut away at the different wooden blocks you stand on, Cosmic Cove Galaxy, a beautiful water-themed galaxy that's one of the most memorable in the entire game, and Throwback Galaxy, which is a big callback to Womp Fortress in Super Mario 64, which is very cool. Both games have their strengths and weaknesses when it comes to the galaxies, but it's clear that the first game's galaxies are more atmospheric and exploration focused, while the second game's galaxies prioritize gameplay with polished level design and fresh new ideas. It makes it very difficult to decide a winner for this category, because either game could win here. It's very close, but I'm going to give the Galaxies award to Mario Galaxy 2. The constant fresh ideas in the different galaxies is what kept me playing and more engaged in the second game compared to the first one. Galaxies may feel smaller and more linear, but each galaxy is a blast to go through, and some of the end game galaxies are a really fun challenge to take on. If you disagree with me and think that the first game has the better galaxies, then that's totally fair, but for me, Mario Galaxy 2 is going to win the Galaxy category. Power-ups. There's a ton of different power-ups in both of these Galaxy games, and a lot of these are entirely unique and new to both of these games too. The only classic power-up here is the Fire Flower, which we all know lets Mario shoot fireballs. There is also the Rainbow Star, which is technically new, but it's just the star power-up from the classic Mario games, with a different name. Newly introduced in Mario Galaxy 1 is the Ice Flower, which lets you shoot ice balls to freeze enemies, and it can create platforms on water surfaces. Bee Mushroom, which transforms Mario into a bee, allowing him to fly for a short period of time. He can also stick to honeycombs that allows him to climb, but he can't touch any water, otherwise the power-up will disappear. Boo Mushroom, which turns Mario into a boo, allowing him to float in the air and become transparent to go through gates and sneak past enemies. And finally, there's Spring Mushroom, which will make Mario become a spring, and he will bounce around all over the place. It's a bit difficult to control, but the power-up does allow Mario to reach new heights he couldn't achieve before. In Mario Galaxy 2, all these power-ups return, minus the Ice Flower. And there's lots of new power-ups here too. Cloud Flower is my personal favourite new power-up, as it allows Mario to walk on clouds, and he can create new clouds in the air that he can platform on. Rock Mushroom, which turns Mario into a giant boulder, and he can then roll over enemies. He can also go play bowling with this new power-up too. Spin Drill allows you to burrow into the ground. And there's Yoshi. I know he isn't technically a power-up, but he does still feel like one, and it's always fun to encounter and ride Yoshi around in Mario Galaxy 2. And Yoshi actually has his own power-ups in the form of Yoshi fruits. There's 3 types of fruits you can come across. Dash Pepper, which will turn Yoshi red. He will run incredibly fast for about 8 seconds, and you are able to run up walls. Blimp Fruit, which turns Yoshi into a blue balloon, and he will ascend into the air for a short period of time. And there's Bulb Berry, which causes Yoshi to illuminate like a light bulb, which reveals nearby hidden platforms. I love the Yoshi fruits, and this is actually the only game in the Mario series that has power-ups specifically for Yoshi. There are technically the baby Yoshis in New Super Mario Bros. U, but that's not the original Yoshi. These are babies, not the same thing. So which game will win the power-ups category? Well, it's easily going to be Mario Galaxy 2. It's got a wider range of power-ups that are all fun to use, and the game also features Yoshi with his unique fruit power-ups. power-ups, there's really no competition here. Super Mario Galaxy 2 wins its second award in the power-ups category, Starship. At the start of your adventure, you'll be given a starship to pilot that basically acts as the hub world. You can explore your starship, talk to the different Lumas and characters on board, but primarily, your ship serves as a way to get from level to level. It doesn't affect the gameplay, but I thought this would be a fun category to include as we decide which starship is the best. Rosalina's Observatory from Mario Galaxy 1 or Starship Mario in Galaxy 2? Well, I mean, it's obviously gonna be Rosalina's Observatory. I mean, what type of stupid question is this? Okay, before I praise the hell out of it, let's talk about Starship Mario in Galaxy 2 for a bit first, as I do actually really like the hub world. It is however a lot smaller compared to Galaxy 1's Starship, and it's not as iconic or atmospheric either. Although what Galaxy 2's hub world does better is that it's much easier to access the different levels in that game from it. You just walk up to the steering wheel and you can then easily navigate to the galaxy you want to go to. Back on Rosalina's Observatory, you have to visit a certain dome to access specific levels, and it's a little bit tedious that you can't just access all the levels from the same place. But that's my only complaint about Rosalina's Observatory. I completely love everything else about this starship. It's fun to explore different parts of the ship, it's a massive location, and I love how as you progress and collect more grand stars, new parts of the ship will power up that will allow you to access and explore more areas. Rosalina's Observatory feels just as iconic as the hub worlds from previous 3D Mario games, like Peach's Castle from Mario 64 and Delfino Isle from Mario Sunshine. I would even go as far to say that it might be the best hub world in a 3D Mario game. I truly love this place. Of course, Mario Galaxy 1 was always going to win the Starship category. Bosses. We are currently all tied up with both Galaxy games winning 2 categories each so far, so we need a tiebreaker category to determine our winning game. That category is bosses. Not something that either Galaxy game is particularly well known for, but there's some truly exceptional fights within both games. In Mario Galaxy 1, there aren't that many bosses, but there are some truly great fights to be had here. Dino Piranha makes a good first impression with it being the first boss in this game. Encountering Mega Leg for the first time is a very memorable experience. It's fun to climb up his legs to ascend to the top of this giant's mech. Camilla I want to shout out purely because I love her design. There's a fun Bowser Jr. boss fight to be had in this game. King Kalenta is a fun challenging fight, but Jesus Christ, this octopus is so annoying. And the Bowser fights in this game are a lot of fun too, and I think they are better compared to the Bowser fights in the second game too. Speaking of that second game though, let's move on to Mario Galaxy 2. Again, there's lots of iconic fights in this game, with some of my favourites being Gobblegut, a unique boss to fight, Mega Hammer, a boss that involves Yoshi as you spit the boss's own bullet bills back at him. Prince Pinkati's battle takes place on an icy arena. Squizzard is quite a challenging fight, taking place on quicksand, and you have to use the fire flower to shoot fireballs into this guy's mouth. And Boomstay Machine is an insane chaotic Bowser Jr. fight where this kid will literally throw everything he has at you. Galaxy 2's bosses are a big upgrade compared to the original game. There's more of them, they utilise Mario's power-ups a lot more, which makes the fights feel a lot more diverse, and most of them are a lot more challenging. So Galaxy 2 wins our final award in the bosses category. Okay, let's now quickly recap what category each game won before declaring which Mario Galaxy game is the best. The original Mario Galaxy won 2 different awards in the story and Starship categories, but our winning game taking home 3 awards in the Galaxies, power-ups and bosses categories is Mario Galaxy 2. There is so much I love about this game. It improves upon the original in so many ways. I had a smile on my face the whole way through playing this game, and it might even be my favourite 3D Mario game of all time. Now don't get me wrong, the original Super Mario Galaxy is still a fantastic 10 out of 10 game, and I'm sure many of you in the comments will let me know how much you love the original game, and I love it too, but Mario Galaxy 2 is our winner for this video. It's my personal favourite, and I'm crowning it as the best Mario Galaxy game. Thank you for sticking with me to the end of this video, and if you want to check out another one of my Mario videos videos, then why not watch me rank every single star in Super Mario 64. One day I'll rank all the stars in the Galaxy games too. It will take me a bit of time to get around to it, but I'm sure I will make that video one day.